Welcome back
to Marriage Beyond the Veil.
So, today we're going to talk about one of those things that gets under my skin.
What is that?
Traffic circles.
Oh no, not the traffic circles.
I hate traffic. They're so annoying. Like at one point there were a few.
Yeah.
Now I think every city has one.
Yeah.
Fayette has one in every corner. I think we have a million of them.
Yeah, they're
traffic circles. Even down in Peachtree City, we have traffic circles everywhere. But we're going to talk about traffic circles.
Okay. So, okay, let me think about this. Okay, so a traffic circle.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a love relationship or in a relationship, so a traffic circle is designed to keep the traffic flowing.
Keep it moving.
Oh, I love it. So, it's designed to keep the flow of the relationship going.
Yeah.
And so, at the beginning of or as you approach the traffic circle, it sort of tells you the direction and tells you what exits to get off.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not paying attention to the traffic circle, you're just going to do what?
Go back around again.
Around
and around and around and around.
Okay, cool. All right, so in a love relationship, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you're approaching, that traffic circle is designed to keep that relationship going. So let's think about some of the exits that you can have on a traffic circle.
Okay.
What you got?
That first one is get off while you can. Take the first exit and keep going.
Take the first exit, okay.
And keep going.
Okay.
And keep going.
Okay.
Now, the second one might be a path that you want to go.
Okay.
You might want to go to the next stage. So you take that second exit and you go.
So the first one is get off while you still can. The second one, then, let's give it a name. So let's say that is communication.
Okay.
All right. So we're communicating on that first exit. So what would be the next one?
You're not communicating. You missed your turn. You missed the turn.
You missed the turn.
And that fourth one, you're going back where you came. You're going right back where you came from. Back to the beginning. Back to where you started. Okay.
Okay. So traffic circles. Okay. Yes. So I get it. I see the traffic circle. Okay. Yes. So as you progress in that relationship, so say for instance you get off on communication, have a good time, and so now we're coming back.
Okay.
Because with the traffic circles, you go back through them almost daily, monthly, weekly, whatever, depending on where it's at. And so we're going back to this traffic circle again. So now we're going to go past the get off because we made it to communication, right? And so now we're going to change that second one. So if we change that second one, go back to what did you say was? Go back to where you started from or what?
That's the third one. Okay. The third one is, no, it was the last one. You go back to where you started
from. So what was the one after communication? Then we have what?
You missed the mark. You
missed your turn. Okay, so if you missed your turn, that could easily be, okay, there's a bump in the road or there's something that you need to discuss in a relationship. But ultimately, what we just wanted to highlight is with this traffic circle in a love relationship, is what you don't want to get stuck on is just going around and around and around, because there are direction signs at the beginning of a traffic circle sort of telling you which way that you want to go.
Yeah.
And in a love relationship, the most important one is the communication. I would say that will be on the other side that's going directly and keep you going in the same direction that you're going in.
Where you started.
So where you started, on the opposite side is keeping you going in the same direction where you started. But like Gayla said, this one over here could be, okay, oops.
You immediately
realize, I need to get off this. I need to go.
This one ain't working.
This is not working. And then if you're going around this track, you may have this one over here may be, okay, I got some questions I need to discuss.
It's like a bypass. You can come back around.
We need to consider. But then if you get back over here, you're back to where you started from again. And so then you're going around and around and around.
And what happens when you keep going around and around and around?
You make no progress.
You're not making any progress.
So
at some point, you either have to decide, take that first exit.
She's liking that one.
The second one, you're going to communicate.
That's right.
The third one is like a bypass. You need a little bit more time. And then the fourth one, you're going to go back where you started
from. So I'm turning around and I'm going back.
And going back.
Okay, going back.
See ya. And there is some value in going back.
Okay, so what happens when we go back?
You can either start over. You can go
at the very beginning.
You might go back to someone you knew before. I'm just saying. I was watching something, and this guy was talking about he was on a dating site, and he decided to cycle back around to people he had dated before.
Okay.
So he went back. And there was some value in that.
Okay.
Because he's grown.
Okay. Well,
so, that's one way to look at it.
Traffic circle.
So are you caught on the traffic circle? And if you are, where are you going to get off? What's your next move?
Yes. So until tomorrow,
if the Lord says the same,
have a great evening. Get off that circle.
Get off the traffic circle.
In the right direction.
Communication.
Yes.